So I made a video 5 months ago about Austin Harrouff. He was the young guy that cannibalized someone, and it was thought that it was drug related. There's a video in the description, the link is there, giving you all the preliminary details, but I'm going to get on with it. So the toxicology report has come out and everyone was waiting for it to say flaka, bath salts, the common drugs that induce this almost zombie-like behaviour where you go rabid and just attack people, because that's what he did. He attacked two people, a couple, and he actually ate part of the face of one of them. When police got there, he'd stabbed someone trying to help, and apparently he was acting like a rabid animal, growling, and it took multiple shots to even stop him moving. And he somehow even survived that. He recently came out of the coma, and he was actually on the Dr. Phil show giving an interview. I'll give a short clip of that, and the link to the full interview or Dr. Phil's channel will be in the description.
Have you ever taken flaka?
No.
You didn't take it the day of the incident?
No.
You've heard of bath salts, right? Have you ever taken anything like that?
No. I was looking into the Illuminati and weird things.
Did you feel that you were particularly strong or powerful or invulnerable to being injured?
And this is quite telling, okay? So the toxicology reports came out and apparently there was no signs of bath salts or flaka. Now that makes this pretty strange, because why was he acting like that? Apparently the only weird things they found was THC, which is in marijuana, so perhaps there was a bit of paranoia there from marijuana, but it's looking a lot like there's some mental underlying issues here. When he was interviewed by Dr. Phil, he says that he had voices in his head, and at the time he didn't think that was weird, because imagine if you have voices in your head the whole time you're growing up, you probably just get used to it. But these voices would tell him to do stuff. For instance, before he attacked, he was in a restaurant with his family, and apparently the voices just told him to run, so that's what he did. He got up and went home. And when he got home, he was acting strange, so his mother took him back to the restaurant, and then his father told him off, said, "What are you doing? Why are you acting so strange?" And this, I suppose, set him off, because he then went immediately to the site of the crime and just viciously attacked these people with a blade and just started eating the face. After being shot multiple times, he was somehow still partially conscious, and the police asked him what happened, and he said he ate something he shouldn't have, and they said, "What?" And he said, "Human." So that's quite disturbing. Now apparently he had no contact with flaka, so this appears to be an unrelated case to that incident that happened a few years ago with that homeless man who got his face eaten. So this is pretty strange. I think we can probably put it down to paranoid schizophrenia, which is quite rare, but you pretty much get hallucinations, auditory hallucinations, which seems to be what is happening here, but it's still quite unclear why he was provoked to eat the person's face. I can only assume voices told him to do it. For some reason he felt compelled. He was into a lot of conspiracy theories, just telltale signs of paranoid schizophrenia, and there is a good chance that he doesn't remember most of it, because he was shot a lot of times and he was in a coma for months. When they ask him about things, he doesn't seem to remember too much, but there definitely seems to be a recurring theme of voices in his head. Now, there is the slim possibility that he's trying to do this because, like, he's been legally advised to do it, to plead insanity rather than get the full life sentence in prison for just straight up murder. But there does seem to be some genuine fear in his voice, and he breaks down in tears, and it's pretty sad because he seems like an okay guy. There doesn't seem to be much wrong with him, and he is in the prime age for when schizophrenia develops in young males, you know, that sort of late teens to early 20s. So let me know your thoughts on this, guys. I think this is quite interesting, as we all thought it would be drug related, but it's actually highlighted a lot of mental issues that we need to pay more attention to in society, because his parents saw him acting quite strange for a fair amount of time. Now, admittedly, they might have not wanted to act too immediately, but if they knew a bit more, maybe they'd have been able to take him to a psychiatrist early and get this sorted out, but we can't really know. If you have any symptoms like this, strange symptoms, like you hear voices, that isn't really normal, please go and try to seek help, because you might end up hurting yourself or someone else. People won't judge you. A psychiatrist definitely won't judge you, and you'll be able to get the help you need. Thanks for watching, guys. Like the video if you did, share it with a friend, and of course if you haven't already, subscribe for more creepy content.